is loose, just down by 2. Hamonic shot, scores! It's a one-goal game.
Really?
The Brinket's away, 3 Blues are back, 3 on 3. The Brinket crossing to Casper, Frederick scores! Oh my! What a time for the Cat to hit the back of the net. Comfers got it. Edmonds scores! Simon Edmondson! Oh, his first career goal came against the Blues, and he's got the go-ahead goal here tonight. They were down and out, but they came all the way back to win it 6-4 to head on the road for 5.
The Red Wings with an avalanche of goals against St. Louis, spotting the Blues the first 4 goals of the game before roaring back to win 6-4 on Saturday night. Back at the roundtable with Pat Caputo and Mike Stone. Guys, this team was dead. What did McClellan say after the timeout after that fourth St. Louis goal? Because whatever he said re-energized everybody.
It might have been what he said after the home opener, because they went through a stretch. Obviously, losing to Buffalo, they didn't play well. The Islanders just embarrassed them, and then it's 4-0 at home against a decent St. Louis team, and all of a sudden, boom, they win a game, but it's not going to get easy because they go on a big road trip here, too.
Yeah, they do go on a big road trip, but still, there's a Jekyll and Hyde feel to this team, Pat, that you got to straighten out, because even though they did win 5 straight, bad habits continue to creep up. Odd man rushes, everything.
My understanding, he brought in Kurt Russell, and Kurt Russell said to him, if you don't win this game, you'll regret it the rest of your life, the rest of your bleeping life.
Great miracle reference there.
And then we had the miracle on ice, and the Red Wings came back. You know, first of all, Biddington didn't get all these kudos for winning Stanley Cups and the 4 nations and everything by being a sieve like he was at the end of the game. And on the other, that big goal by Edmondson in which he just kind of threw the puck on net and won it. They were fortunate to do that. 6-3 looks a lot better than 5-4 after a 5-1 start, and so they get a second chance. But let's see what happens when there's a rematch between these teams.
Which is Wednesday, Tuesday or Wednesday night. And
Tuesday night.
Then they got to go play San Jose, L.A., Vegas. Not easy teams to play.
With this back and forth with the Red Wings, Todd McClellan, he's got an even emotional level. Is he the perfect fit for this kind of team right now?
I think so, because they seem to need a kick in the ass every once in a while, and he's there to give it to them. That's for damn sure.
What about the guys who are stepping up? We talk about the young guys all the time on this team, but today, we're seeing some of the older guys. A Comfer with a goal, a couple of assists, the Brinket, Edmondson. These are the kind of guys that really need to continue to step up. Pat, am I correct?
The Brinket's a really, really good player.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
So is Edmondson. Comfer, Kopp, those guys. Travis.
But to take advantage of when they're out there on the ice.
Look, Michael Rasmussen, they got a lot of guys that really are, a bit of passengers on the
as you would call them, like 4A players.
Yeah,
almost.
They're getting paid, but they have to be on the team. He's had a couple goals, but they're a little weak on that third. Now, the reason, and I wrote this week, as soon as I wrote it, they lost 2 straight games that were awful.
But
their puck possession's way up over the 50 threshold. Things like that in the first 6 games. The save percentage, those things. It wasn't a mistake. They were winning, and then they go out and play just like they did. And this is a problem with the franchise. They'll lead you on with a winning streak, and you start to think they're good, and then all of a sudden everything collapses. They got to get out of those habits.
Just for fans, just hold your emotions till March.
That's going to be tough, Stoney, because we follow this thing on a nightly basis here.
2 years in a row, we were feeling good, and then March sadness happens.
Let's talk about what's going on in net. I thought that when you say, Pat, Cam Talbot was terrible in that 7-2 loss against the Islanders, and Gibson also. I
didn't say it, but he was.
He was. Okay, I don't mean to put words in your mouth, but can they straighten it out? Is there something that needs to happen for those guys to be more consistent?
Well, when they were winning, Talbot actually won one of the games for them almost single-handedly, and the defense has been hanging them out to dry. I'm not saying Gibson and Talbot have played well the last few games, but some of them, it's just not their fault.
All right, well, we'll see if they can continue to step up because, as you mentioned, Stoney, the Red Wings against St. Louis in the rematch of this little home-and-home series on Tuesday. We'll see what happens.
If only Peter Mrazek was still here.
If only.
Because that was a big trade deadline acquisition for them, and he was signed for this year. Really worked out well.
It worked out great. You tell him, Pat. All right, guys, let's move.